In Banjar offices around Bali at the moment, there are a hive of activity during the days and after schools, because most of the young kids that live in the village come up to the Banjar office to prepare for Nyepi, the silent day. It's like the Balinese New Year. And they're building these giant big paper mache effigies. And here's one here in construction. Now, this is called an ogo, and you can see the detail. They're putting knuckles and skin and fingernails, and this is probably last year's one. Look at that. Look at the detail. And they're anatomically sound, to be honest. That is just incredible. So on the New Year's Eve in Bali, and this year I think it's around the 30th, I think the 30th of March. It does change, like Easter does with the Christian faith. It does change depending on the lunar cycle. They have these processions and ceremonies in every single village. In the city they have lots and lots of different ones. But all the little tiny Banjar offices like this one have their own, and they have competitions a bit to see who can build the best one. It's got muscle tone, it's got veins, it's got wrinkles. It's just amazing. It's only got one hand at the moment, and sometimes they've got the head of a fish, the tail of a dragon. They're just incredible how much imagination. Sometimes you've got movable parts, and they basically represent all of the evil or the negativity or the bad karma from last year, and they parade them through town and often destroy them or burn them or basically the idea is to get all of your negative energies and you pour it into this giant big paper mache statue, and at the end of the celebration, the evening before Nyepi starts, and Nyepi is their official New Year, is to gather all of that energy and get rid of it and to project it away. And it's just amazing to see. On 6 AM on the morning of Nyepi, on New Year's Day, Bali style, your doors have to be shut. You're not allowed outside the front door. You're not allowed to have any lights, any smoke or any noise coming out of your house. And it's an ancient tradition. Back in the original days when it was all wooden huts and wooden stoves and stuff like that, the idea was if you shut down the village for 24 hours, all the spirits that have been conjured up and prayed and unearthed and gathered have nowhere to stay, because they look around and they can't. That looks like the village has been abandoned. So the whole idea is, so all that negative energy and all those negative spirits move on, head away, and don't stay with you or don't stay with your community any longer. And it's a beautiful ancient way of I guess releasing all that pent up, okay, last year we had a bad harvest, or last year people died, or whatever it is, and finding a way to deal with that and to release all that energy. So Nyepi this year is at the end of March. I'll put the date up here. If you've booked a ticket to Bali, anyone that's been to Bali on Nyepi, a lot of people turn up. Now I'll tell you what, everything is shut down. You are not allowed out the front door of your hotel. I live in Bali, I'm not allowed out the front door of my house. Everything is closed except for the hospital, the police station, even the airport is closed. You can't get a taxi, you can't go down to shops to get a packet of smokes or a beer or a soft drink or anything. And in years gone by, in fact, I still believe in some of the islands, including Nusa Lembongan, they actually turned the electricity supply off to the island. Now, when I first came over here, there was no internet on Nyepi. And for 24 hours, from 6 AM to 6 AM the next day, you're not allowed to make enough noise or any noise to disturb people, or for people outside of your house to hear. If you've got dogs, they've got to keep quiet. It's the most eerie, the most surreal time you've ever seen. I'm showing you footage of last year, and I was invited as a very special guest of the local Banjar, the local police station, or the local police in the village police, to film and to witness what it's like for them to be that they actually guard and patrol the village to make sure that everyone's adhering to the rules, and they're very, very strict about it. No matter what religion you are, no matter what culture you are, if you're in Bali, any place in Bali for Nyepi, you are not allowed out the front door, and people do get arrested or sometimes attacked by the local village police. So what do? Well, you stock up on beer, or you fill your fridge up the day before you get there. You make sure you got some smokes, some snacks as well. Some of them, a lot of the resorts and the hotels these days actually do supply food, and now in the last couple of years I've noticed there's quite a few hotels that'll actually allow you down to the swimming pool, let you swim. You can't make a noise, you can't be disrespectful, and if you've got a motel room with a veranda that opens out onto the road, you're not allowed outside there. Actually, quite often they board up all the windows and seal the windows off so that there's no light comes from inside your hotel outside. We've all got a plaster or paper our windows up at home as well, so there is absolutely no light emitting from the house all that night. Look, it's an incredible thing, but I love it because these days they've got internet, and you can put Netflix on, you can sit down, watch a movie, you can be nice and quiet with your family, you can read a book, you can spend a day absolutely relaxing. And if the pools are open, I'd be all for it. So guys, Nyepi, look for it. If you're going to be over in Bali, be ready for it. Make sure you go down to shops, contact your hotel and ask what they're doing for Nyepi. Is there going to be food available? In days gone by, it's been sandwiches left at the office or something like that, or outside your door. But they're getting a little bit more relaxed about it, as long as you observe the tradition and you keep the noise and you keep all the activities quiet. Okay guys, there you go, none of that on Nyepi guys. See ya.